Welcome everybody to the evolution of hip-hop music. Welcome to the rhythmic world of hip-hop, a musical and cultural phenomenon that emerged from the vibrant streets of the Bronx, New York in the early 1970s. Originating as an outlet for disenfranchised kids with marginalized backgrounds, hip-hop quickly became a powerful voice reflecting the social, economic, and political realities of their lives. In its infancy, hip-hop was more than just music. It was a cultural movement defined by four key elements: MCing or rapping, DJing with turntables, breakdancing, and graffiti art. As Professor Asante of African American Studies at Temple University notes, hip-hop is something that African American kids can unequivocally claim as their own. The hip-hop culture began to take shape during the 1970s block parties in New York City, especially among African American youth in the Bronx. DJs like the legendary Kool Herc played a pivotal role. They used two turntables and a mixer to extend percussive breaks, creating a unique and energetic atmosphere. As sampling technology and drum machines became more accessible, turntablist techniques like scratching and beat matching developed. Rapping, categorized as rhythmic speech over beats, evolved as a vocal style, added another layer to the burgeoning hip-hop sound. The late 1970s saw the official recording of hip-hop music for radio and television, breaking through poverty barriers and gaining acceptance beyond urban neighborhoods. The old-school hip-hop era marked the genre's first wave, with disco influences and lyrics geared toward partying. The 1980s brought a diversification of hip-hop, with the emergence of more complex styles. The new school hip-hop, featuring an electro sound, paved the way for the golden age of hip-hop in the mid-1980s to the mid-1990s, characterized by innovation and the rise of hip-hop albums. It was during this period that gangster rap, the subgenre, gained its popularity, focusing on harsh realities of the inner city of urban lifestyles. West Coast hip-hop was dominated by G-Funk, music that was influenced by the 70s funk era, while the East Coast embraced a more jazz-influenced style of rap. It was later coined alternative and hardcore hip-hop. By the mid-90s, hip-hop became a best-selling genre, dominating the music scene and reaching its peak as the top-selling genre in 1999. However, hip-hop's journey was far from over. The late 90s to early 2000s marked the bling era, with hip-hop influences extending into other music genres like neo-soul, nu metal, and R&B. Regional styles like crunk gained popularity, and alternative hip-hop found a place in the mainstream. As we entered the blog era in the late 2000s and early 2010s, online methods of music distribution, social media, and blogs played a crucial role in hip-hop's evolution. The genre took a more melodic and sensitive direction, moving away from the more commercial version of gangster rap. The mid-late 2010s and early 2020s witnessed the rise of trap and mumble rap, becoming the most popular form of hip-hop. In 2017, hip-hop surpassed rock music as the most popular genre in the United States. Now, let's dive into the roots of the term hip-hop. In the 1950s, teen house parties were referred to as the hippity hops. The term hip-hop is credited to Keith Cowboy, Love Bug Starsky, and DJ Hollywood. Africa Bambaataa, the founder of the Universal Zulu Nation, is recognized for using the term to describe the subculture. But hip-hop roots goes beyond its name. Influences from funk, blues, jazz, rhythm and blues, including artists like Bo Diddley, laid the groundwork. Muhammad Ali's 1963 spoken word album and Pigmeat Markham's 1968 single are considered early examples of hip-hop. The early years of hip-hop, from 1973 to 1979, were marked by its origin in New York City. DJ Kool Herc, of Jamaican background, played a crucial role in the genre's birth during his 1973 Back to School Jam. Block parties, heavily influenced by Jamaican hip-hop, became a breeding ground for creativity. DJ Kool Herc experimentation with turntables, scratching, and beat matching set the stage for the birth of hip-hop. DJs like Grand Wizard Theodore, Grandmaster Flash, and Jazzy J refined the use of breakbeats, introducing techniques like cutting and scratching. The Bronx, particularly the infamous 1520 Seguin Avenue, became the epicenter of this revolutionary movement. Street gangs, prevalent in the South Bronx, found a creative outlet in hip-hop. Africa Bambaata's Universal Zulu Nation aimed to channel the energy of the inner city youth away from the violence and into artistic expressions like graffiti, rap, and breakdance. The New York City blackout of 1977, while marred by looting and disorder, inadvertently contributed to the growth of hip-hop. DJs like Kool Herc and the culture itself gained media attention, paving the way for hip-hop's ascent to mainstream popularity. As we journey through the history of hip-hop, we witness its transformation from a local phenomenon in the Bronx to a global cultural force. From the early block parties to the rise of trap and mumble rap, hip-hop remains to this day to be an ever-evolving expression of creativity, resilience, and cultural identity.